And Michael, we've got really calm conditions as we go throughout the rest of tonight in terms of the winds. Then we'll start to cool it down for the rest of the week. I want to show you another picture, a different vantage point, or maybe the same one as we're looking once again at Long Beach here on this Wednesday. We do have those clouds that will start to roll on in as we go throughout the rest of this evening. So 71 degrees at this hour at the water, but you can see the relative humidity. It's really dry and at 11%. As we go throughout the overnight hours and into the day tomorrow, the relative humidity will likely increase. It will rise because we've got more of an onshore flow that will develop as we get into our Thursday, into our Friday, and for some over the weekend as well. Temperatures right now, 60s and 70s. We've got 69 in Riverside, 70 in Ontario, upper 60s in Santa Ana there in Orange County, but it's chilly at this hour. Victorville and at 46, same thing in Big Bear, and 68 degrees there in Van Nuys. So watching the impacts from the fire that's currently burning in Malibu, the Franklin fire, we've got a wildfire smoke advisory, and you can see it's not just for Malibu. That smoke is drifting off to the east, from the west to the east, and that's an indication of where the winds will be coming in from and where they're headed to as we get into our Thursday. So smoke will be an issue across areas in Santa Monica, even Los Angeles, up across areas in Calabasas. So if you smell the smoke, if you smell the ash, if you see the ash, you really want to keep yourself inside and monitor your activity outdoors. You can see as we go into time, Futurecast showing you 8 o'clock in the morning, we've got clouds that will be around and onshore flow moves on through. There's a trough of low pressure to our north. So we are tracking some spotty showers, but I think a lot of this really will not materialize, just some drizzle moving in from time to time. Otherwise, it's a mostly cloudy day across much of our region as we head into our Thursday. And because of that, temperatures will be a little cooler for you on your Thursday. So here's your forecast tomorrow for the basin, and at 62, 61 for the coast. As we get into our Friday, we will hang out in the lower 60s. Even over the weekend, we will be a touch below where we should be for this time of year. Los Angeles, the average is about 68, so just a few degrees shy of that. And that pattern continues as we get into next week. For the valleys tomorrow, hanging out at 64 degrees. Same thing for the Inland Empire. 60s on the way for you on your Friday. More sunshine, though, as we head into our weekend, but we'll keep it cooler than average, but we look to stay mostly dry. 60 for the high desert tomorrow. 70 degrees for the low desert. The low desert right through your weekend, hanging out in the middle and lower 70s. 46 degrees for the mountains as we go throughout the next couple of days here. Then 40s and 50s as we head into our weekend. That's your forecast. I'll send it back over your way.
Thanks, Melissa. As we saw today, the winds played a key role in starting this fire. There's a change now on the strength of these winds. It's dying down just a little bit. Melissa Magee is here with more on that. Melissa?
Yeah, Colleen and Annabelle, we do have improving conditions in terms of the winds. The wind's really not a factor, but it's still very dry. So that's a concern still as we go throughout the rest of tonight and into our Thursday and Friday. Here's the very latest with the Franklin fire there in Malibu. You can see the winds are calm. Malibu Hills as well as Malibu Beach and Malibu Canyon sustained out of the west right now at 3 miles per hour. So that's more of an onshore flow that will likely bring more moisture into the atmosphere later on tonight. We can see the issue, relative humidity down to 9% in Malibu Canyon and 7% there in Pepperdine. And all across Southern California, even though we're starting to see more moisture close to the water as you head inland, we've got relative humidity numbers in the teens and the single digits. But I do want to talk about this pattern change on the way tomorrow, turning cloudy and cooler. We do have some gusty winds tomorrow night, mainly for the mountains, and then we'll stay cooler than average as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about it all coming up with your First Alert forecast. Annabelle, back over to you.
All right, Melissa, we'll stay tuned for it. Thank you.